my other question to you is more around this recession. I'm curious, with your background, what your thoughts are. Do you think that there is cause for alarm, or do you think that it's all going to even out in the wash?
Yes. So number one, no, I don't think it's cause for alarm. So in the year 2000, when there was like another recession, it was a mild recession. I think one of the things that people should at least, one of the things from an investing point of view is that, and I don't want to get too technical, but the stock market always is a forward-looking indicator, which means that it crashed this year because it's looking forward for a recession. The recession is supposed to be coming next year. That's what everyone's predicting. What I would say is just have 6 months of cash in your savings account, especially if you might work for like a tech company that doesn't have earnings. I would just, not be cause for concern, but I would look at the company that you're working at and see, okay, are you at a company that's kind of like these new companies that are, cutting down on costs, because a lot of tech companies are kind of stopped hiring. And I know we talked about this. I don't think it's going to be a very intense recession.
Okay.
And
like in comparison to 2008.
Oh yeah.
Nothing.
No. In 2008, I mean, the financial system collapsed.
Yeah.
Like
so we're not looking into something like that happening.
This is not like that at all.
Okay.
But if people want to like prepare for a recession, I would say just increase your cash cushion to 6 months in case, something happens to your job or your company. I don't think that's anything is going to happen. Most of the layoffs have already happened.
Yeah.
But I would always, be cautious just because, interest rates are increasing, but I don't think it's, to be honest, I'm not worried at all.
Okay. That's very reassuring. I'm glad to hear that. And then before I let you go, I have one last question for you. I always like to end with like a big general piece of advice, because I know it ends up being a lot of information. And if there's one thing that the people can take away from the episode, I like to summarize it here. So for you, my question is, what do you think is the number one thing that your financial advisor wants you to know? And if you think there's anything specifically towards women, add that in too. But if it's general, men and women, everybody, that's okay.
Yeah, so generally, I would say even men and women, just women, we need to invest more, because most of the time we're probably going to be caretakers, either for kids or for our elderly parents, and we live longer, so we need more money than men do. So what I would say is we need more money to live, because we're gonna be taking care of them. But my one piece of advice would be, if you don't want to start investing because it's too scary for you, what I would do is open up a high yield savings account.
Okay.
Because those are in cash, but they're probably going to give you a higher interest than the cash that's in your bank account right now. So you can just Google high yield savings account if you're too scared to start investing. But if you're not too scared, you can go into either Fidelity, Schwab, Vanguard. These are all different companies that you can open up an investment account and kind of start investing that way. I wouldn't say to start investing without understanding first, but if you are interested in kind of getting your leap, that's the first thing.
But that's how simple it is too, right? Obviously, do your research, learn, and figure out how you want to do it. But there's no excuse in a way, right? Because it's on the internet. You go in, you put in your information, you click a button.
It's the same as opening a regular account. Like, it's very simple. You either go to Fidelity, Schwab, or Vanguard. Those are my three favorites. I personally use Schwab.
Okay.
Fidelity's here in Boston, and they're like neighbors.
I'm a Fidelity girl.
Yeah, there are neighbors.
Oh, well, yeah, they are.
They're all they live in Boston, so they're like
support local. No, I'm just
support
kidding.
local businesses.
Fidelity is far beyond that. They're fine.
No, yeah, they're totally.
Do whatever makes sense for you, please.
But they're great, and you can just go to their website and open up an account, and you can kind of start getting your feet wet. Now, I have to say this for compliance purposes. Investing involves risk, including possible loss of capital, because my compliance people are going to kill me if I don't say that.
No, girl. Sing it from the rooftops. We're listening.
But it's very simple. Literally, Fidelity.com or Schwab, which is what I use. and open up an account, and you can start investing that way.
You are incredible. Thank you so much. I know that this is probably slightly painful for you because it's so intuitive for you, but for a lot of people, this is incredibly, incredibly helpful. So I really appreciate it. I know the listeners are going to appreciate it. One more time, where can they find you on Instagram?
So Wealth Financial Advisor, that's just my handle. And if you just find me there, DM me if you listen to this. I'm more than happy to help. You can always book a call with me and we can chat about your financial situation. Don't be too embarrassed. I've had it.
I'm sure you've seen it all. Exactly.
I have seen it all.
Yeah. Well, thank you again so much. It was such a pleasure. Thank you guys for listening, and we will see you next week. Bye.